Alright, so another form you can use on the fifth string is the C form. And this is a very popular form, and a lot of inversions are based off of this shape and like manipulating it to get different sounds as well. So we're going to start in with the C chord. This pattern is very popular with inversions, and I'll show you how it changes and moves all the way up the neck. So first of all, you got your C chord, so cool, and that's really important, but I want you all to notice that the open notes on the G and the E string, they're both open, but pretend that they're barred. Well, they are barred by this thing right here. But as you move it up, of course, you're going to need to bar it to keep the same pattern, or the same form, or same shape of the chord. So here's your C. And then, like, if you want to use the same pattern but move it up, you might have to move it like that, which is a really hard chord to do. So most people don't play chords like this. I'd be impressed if anyone did, but this is what it'd sound like. And move it up. And move it all the way up, maybe 2 more frets. Okay, cool. So again, like, we have the C, and I'm going to show you all, I'm going to move it up 2 frets to kind of show you all like where it's going. So you have this pattern, those 2 are barred. You move it up to 2 frets and you get this form. Same pattern, just moved up 2 frets. Now this would be a D chord. You have C right here because of the root note of the C on the 5th string. If you move it up 2 frets, you're going to have your root or your bass on the 5th string, or on the 5th fret of the A string. But you're going to have the same form, so it's going to look like a C. It's going to be a D. And another way of picking this out is you might know, like, your traditional D chord looks like this. Okay, keep this same form and see what you do is you bar it. And look, you have the same form again. Same thing is just different pattern. So a G then would be all the way up. Your G is on the 10th fret, and it would look like this. Oops. And cool. So that's another pattern that is on the 5th string, or with the C form, and that also leads to the other form, which is a D on the 4th string. So those 2 forms both have that same pattern in. So you have the C looks like a D on top of those 2 barred, and then if you move it up, it looks like a D. Same form. It's like a mix between a D and a C, but it'd be a D.